kick it, Jackie Chan.
Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Bears.
The yo bitch wanna kick it, Jackie Chan.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the What a Juice channel, and welcome to a very special video. I've been working on this for a few weeks now, and I'm finally ready to release the first video. So basically, you've seen the title of the video, you've seen the thumbnail of the video. Don't adjust your screens, don't rub your eyes, you're not seeing a different thing, this is reality. I am going to be rebuilding the USC Trojans in Madden 24. Let me explain before we get into the actual video. So, as you guys know, and I know on my channel, if you want to go back into the history of the channel, I've been known to do a little bit of Madden modding. And by Madden modding, I mean getting the game on the PC, going into the Discord, and going into the Madden Modders community Discord and downloading a bunch of their mods that they make. And they're great people over there. They make a bunch of good mods for all kinds of things. Updates to Start Today, updates to player likeness, all kinds of scoreboard stuff, all kinds of different things. Anything that you can imagine, they've probably got it on their Discord channel page. So, and if I remember correctly, I will link everything in the description down below if you want to go take a look and peruse for yourself, if you're not already a member of the Madden Modders community. So basically, I got the college football mod, I downloaded it, I installed it, I went through all the process, and it's working. Now, I do want to preface this by saying that this is a beta. The Madden, or the College Football 24 mod that they have released is still in beta testing. So technically, I'm a beta tester right now, seeing if there's going to be any glitches or anything. So I do want to say that, because if there is any inaccuracies that you may notice, or just kind of like things that don't look right, that's why. It's a beta. I didn't make this mod, obviously. I don't have any control. I didn't edit anything. So this is just the mod. This is the beta version of the mod. I'm hoping that within the next couple of months they'll come out with an official version that has everything, all the bugs fixed and all the crashes solved, and everything's ready to go. But as of right now, it is still in beta testing, still in beta mode, so this is what this is. And I'm hoping that it doesn't crash, but I can't guarantee anything. It could crash, because that's just what happens with betas, especially in modding community betas. So, let's go over what's going to happen in this. I'm hoping it's not going to be super long. It's probably not going to be long like my normal Madden rebuilds, because basically the whole league is college players, and all the college players are a lot better than the Madden players in terms of overalls. So all the teams are higher rated than normal. All the players are higher rated than normal. There's no salary cap. There is going to be trading, because I thought that'd be pretty fun. It initially starts, when you start up the franchise, it initially starts as a base. Trading is off, but I turned it back on because I thought that'd be pretty fun. But salary cap is off. I'm not sure what's going to happen with the draft. We're going to probably treat it as if it's recruiting, like the transfer portal, almost, is probably how we're going to treat that. And yeah, we're just going to rebuild this team normally, have some fun, get some fun players, and see if we can win a couple national championships with the USC Trojans, because we know the USC has been struggling for the past couple of years. Were they back? Are they back now? Are they bad? Is Caleb Williams going to the NFL? Is he going to hold out because he doesn't want to get drafted by the Bears or whoever else is down there, the Patriots? We're going to find out, is Lincoln Riley going to go to the NFL to coach the Bears? There's a lot of different things, a lot of different rumors circling around Southern California's program, and we are going to get them back on the right track. So, without further ado, it's time to rebuild the USC Trojans in Madden 24. This is as new of an experience to me as it is to you guys, so we're going to learn together, and we're going to see how this goes. I have no idea if this is going to be fun. Well, it's going to be fun. I have no idea if this is going to be easy, if this is going to be just straight up bad, but I know it's going to be fun. So let's go have some fun, rebuild the USC Trojans in Madden 24. Okay, so since this is on my PC and not on my PlayStation, you guys know that I'm normally looking up here facing you. I'm now looking here, and my camera's over here. So it's just a little bit of a side profile image of me instead of the face-on profile you normally see. So just wanted to throw that out there before you guys like, oh, Juice isn't facing the right way. That's where it is. So here we are. You see it. Now, I do want to say one more thing before we actually like jump in and look at the team and all this stuff. First off, everybody's normal development. There's no X factors, no superstar developments, no star development players. Everybody's on a level playing field for season 1. If they develop, if they grow, then that's awesome. But everybody's got normal development. The big thing is, you may notice, and as you can see, all the teams, all the logos are there. The big thing is the coaches. The coaches have the portraits in the game, but they're not on the right team, and they are not named the right names. They have the actual NFL coach names. They have the coach portraits, but they're not coaching the right teams. As you can see, we've got Luke Fickell as Andy Reid, and he's coaching Florida State. We know in real life that Luke Fickell coaches Wisconsin. So, and there's our coach, Lincoln Riley, coaching in what used to be Seattle, but now is Clemson. We obviously have Minnesota's coach as our head coach, but it doesn't really matter. I couldn't change anything like that, or at least I didn't know how to change anything. So I just wanted to bring that up so that if you were wondering why the coach portraits aren't coaching the teams that they actually coach in real life, I don't know why. They just didn't have it there. So yeah, Ryan Day's coaching Utah for some reason. Penn State's coach, James Franklin's coaching Washington. I think Saban's down here somewhere. Harbaugh's coaching Oregon. You've got Saban coaching Texas A&M. So yeah, that's basically where all the coaches are. I just wanted to throw that out there so that you weren't like wondering why we didn't have Lincoln Riley as our head coach. That is why. But now let's actually take a look at our roster, and then we'll go around the league really quickly and take a look around the league at everybody else. But obviously, our big stud is Caleb Williams. He's a 95 overall. He's got great stats. He looks amazing, and he's hopefully going to be our guy to rebuild this team with. And I think we should be doing a pretty decent job. We've also got, now I'm not personally familiar with this USC team because I'm not a USC fan, so I don't watch a lot of their games. I see some highlights, but I don't know like the ins and outs of this team. If we were doing a rebuild with the Buckeyes, then I would be a lot more familiar with everybody on the team. But our running back is Austin Jones, who's an 86 overall. Looks like a pretty solid player. I'm excited to see how he develops and how we just do in the simulation. Dorian Singer is our star wide receiver, 94 overall, with some pretty good catching stats and looks pretty solid. We've also got Washington as well, Taj Washington. We could be longtime viewers of this series remember Taj Washington from the Juice Road to Glory, because USC is the team that we went to when we were playing the Juice Road to Glory, and Taj Washington was on that team, so that's a little bit of a throwback there. The offensive line looks pretty solid. We don't really have to do too much adjusting here. The tight end looks pretty good. Is this Luke McCree? Lake McCree. Okay, Lake McCree. What a name. Looks like a pretty good tight end. We're not running Kansas City's playbook. Don't worry. We're not running Kansas. I'll get over the playbooks in a second because I did change them so that we're not running the Madden playbooks. But the defense could use a little bit more work than the offense does, especially on the defensive line. We got a couple 83s. The corners look really, really good with Christian Roland Wallace, who's a 97 and has all the stats that you would ever want out of a corner. Looks really, really good. On the other side, we've got Wright, who is it Sayer? Oh, I'm probably butchering that. I apologize. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I've honestly never even heard his name pronounced, so I don't know how to pronounce it myself. But I might have gotten it right. I probably didn't, most likely. But he looks really, really good. Nonetheless, if I can't pronounce his name or not, he looks really, really good. We have a 99 Kalen Bullock as our strong safety. Looks unbelievable. I mean, that play rec, that pursuit, that speed. He looks like an unbelievable safety. Happy to have him on the team. We've got a couple 85s, or a couple high 80s. We got an 89. We got an 88 free safety, and then the special teams is fine, but nothing too crazy. So I did mention we would take a look quickly at the schemes and the playbooks. We're going to be running the air raid. We're going to be running the disguise 3-4 because those were the two highest scheme fits for the team. And then I changed our playbook since we're technically the Saints. I changed our playbooks from the Saints playbooks to Jacksonville's offensive playbook and not the Jets. I changed it to the Lions. the Lions defensive playbook, because I feel like, well, the USC defense we know is bad because they just fired Alex Grinch, their head coach, a couple of weeks ago. Excuse me. So I kind of just threw a playbook on there. But I feel like the Jacksonville playbook with Trevor Lawrence in the shotgun a lot of times, I feel like that kind of fits what Lincoln Riley and the Caleb Williams-led offense kind of plays like. So I know it's not going to be exact, but I feel like it could be a little bit close. So that's what we're going to be running. That's what our team looks like in year number 1. Let's take a look around the league really quickly, around college football, to see some other teams. We'll start with Clemson. You've got your guys that you recognize. You've got Cade Klubnik. You've got anybody else? I don't really know this. Will Shipley, I guess. I don't really know the Clemson team very much. They're not very good this year. Then Georgia, you got Brock Bowers, a stud. A lot of good players on this team. Texas A&M's players. Tennessee's players who aren't having a great season this year, but they're fine. Washington, undefeated. You've got Rome Odunze. Is it Adunze? 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 I don't know how to pronounce his name. I've heard Aduns? I don't know. I've heard it a couple different ways. I'm not 100% sure, but he's here. He's a stud. He's amazing in real life. And then they've also got Jalen McMillian, who's great. And then Michael Penix Jr. The Notre Dame team. Oh, not the Notre Dame. This is all of the college football. Okay. Oregon's got Terrence Ferguson, Bucky Irving, Bo Nix is here. Don't get mad at me for overalls. Like I said, I didn't make this roster. I didn't make this mod. All these overalls are made by the guy that made the roster and made the mod. So get mad at him. Alabama, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Malachi Moore, J.C. Latham. You've got Jalen Milroe and Tyler Buckner. All the Alabama players. You've got Oklahoma, Dylan Gabriel, and one of the greatest names in all of college football, General Booty. Then you've got Mississippi State's, their players, Auburn's players, Wisconsin's player with Braylon Allen. The Notre Dame players, you got Joe Alt, you got Sam Hartman, although he doesn't have his beard. I might have to change that. He doesn't have his big, luscious beard that he rocks. Colorado has Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders, and I think the other Sanders kid is here as well. He should be, at least. Is he not a corner? Is he a safety? There he is. Shiloh Sanders is here as well. So the Colorado players, and I was thinking about doing Colorado as the team that I rebuilt, but I don't think they actually have Deion Sanders as the coach, so I didn't want to, I didn't do them yet. Maybe let me know down below if you want to see Colorado as one of the teams that I rebuild, as long as this goes well. Florida State players, you got Jordan Travis, obviously their stud receivers, Keon Coleman, who's amazing. A little bit, this was probably made before Keon Coleman's breakout season that he's having this year, so he's a little bit low overall, but he is unbelievable. Second best receiver in college football behind Marvin Harrison, in my opinion. LSU's players, they've got a lot of good players. They're having an okay season this year. They've got some good receivers, if I'm not mistaken. They've got, Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr. These two guys are unbelievable as well. Malik Neighbors might be the third best receiver. Then you've got Ohio State, the Ohio State University, with the best player in college football, Marvin Harrison Jr. You've got everybody that you love, if you're a Buckeye fan. You've got Kyle McCord, Devin Brown, Travion Henderson. I thought about doing the Buckeyes as well, but the Buckeyes are the Buckeyes. They don't really need a rebuild, at least the defense doesn't need a rebuild. Maybe the offense could use a little bit of a rebuild, but I held off on doing. They're my college football team, if you didn't know. But I held off on doing them because they didn't really need a rebuild. USC needed one more than the Buckeyes did. Penn State's team is here. Everybody that you would expect. Drew Aller, Abdul Carter, all the boys. All the boys are here. TCU's team, Michigan State's team. They suck. UCLA's team. You've got NC State in here, which I honestly didn't know that they were in this mod, but whatever. Okay. And Meat Chicken is here as well. The cheaters, they have shown up, and they will steal your play signs, so be careful when you play against them. That is a feature in this mod, that they steal your signs. So that is their roster. Ole Miss is here. You've got Oklahoma State. You've got Oregon State. Wait, is DJ Uyunglele? Uyunglele. He is here as the quarterback of the Oregon State Beavers. Utah, we know, is here because Ryan Day is coaching them. You've got Iowa, who has maybe the best corner in all of college football, Cooper DeJean. Certainly the best corner in the Big Ten for sure. Maybe even all of national college football. Why am I blanking? Of all of college football, maybe he is the best one. And he is a white, but he is the best player, so he's great. Luke Lachey is also here, pretty good player. Bad offense, though. Bad offense. Texas is here. Hookem, Quinn Ewers, Arch Manning, Malik Murphy. You've got Keelan Robinson, Jonathan Brooks, who I think, is Jonathan Brooks the one that just broke his ankle recently? Or did something to his leg in just a recent game? I think that's what happened. Jatavion Sanders, I'm pretty sure, just went over 1,000 career receiving yards. Or maybe 1,000 yards this season. I'm not sure. I saw a stat on it. You've got the U. They're here as well. You've got North Carolina with Drake May. Florida Gators are here. And then back to USC. So that is everybody that is in this mod. If your favorite team is not in the mod, I apologize. Like I said, I didn't make it. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be rebuilding the USC Trojans. I'm not going to make any trades. Maybe I should. Maybe I should make one trade just to be fun. I kind of want to go get Travis Hunter. So I kind of want to see how hard it is to get Travis Hunter. Oh, I was wrong. Travis Hunter actually has an X Factor. So it's just USC that doesn't have, or is it certain players that have? Okay, so certain players have X Factors. Marvin Harrison has one. Travis Hunter has one. I'm surprised that Brock Bowers doesn't have one. So it's only two guys in all of college football that have X Factors. Well, I guess if it's two guys that deserve X Factors, it is those two guys. Maybe Brock Bowers too, but Travis Hunter, how hard is he going to be able to get? No trade packages. I'll have to give them a corner in return probably. I'll give them Damani Jackson. How we like that? How close is that? Okay, that's going to be a little bit tricky. Like I said, I don't know how drafting is going to work in there. I said we'd treat it basically like the transfer portal. But I'll give you a first-round pick next year and a first-round pick in 2026 to get Travis Hunter to come over to USC, which I think there was rumors that he was going to go to USC anyway, but he ended up not doing it. He went to Colorado with Dion. I don't really want to give up any of my defensive linemen because we don't have a lot of defensive line depth. We do have Jack Sullivan, who's an 82 overall. Okay, so this 2 first-round picks and 2 players for Travis Hunter is going to be a little bit impossible. I would assume it's the same for Marv. Is it the same for Marv? Is it going to be impossible to get him? I would guess it is, but I would love to have him. I would love to have him. Like I said, there's no salary cap in this, so we don't have to worry about that because there's no salary cap in college football. A first-round pick. What about my first-round pick this year? It is pick 10. That does move it along pretty well. And then a first-round pick in 2026. 3 first-round picks. Oops. I got rid of everything. I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, I don't even have a 2025 first-round pick, or do I? I do. I skipped it. All right, there's 3 first-round picks for Marv. That gets really, really close. Can we bring in Marvin Harrison for Caleb Williams to work with here? That would be pretty darn insane if we could do that. I would give them I'd give them Brendan Rice more than I'd give them Mario Williams. All right, I'd give them Mario Williams. Because if we have Taj, Dorian Singer, and Marv, we don't really need Mario Williams. Come on, I know this can happen. They need a quarterback, but I'm not giving them Caleb Williams. We don't have a center I'd give up. I do have a right end that they could have. They could have Jack Sullivan, who we're going to give in the Travis Hunter trade. It's so close. We can only give up one more player. I don't even have a D tackle that they would want. Do you want Romello Height? Come on, Buckeyes. Oh, it's so close. I don't think we can get Marv. I don't think we can get Marv in season 1. Maybe we have to let his contract expire. Oh, that would have been so awesome. But I'm going to simulate all of season 1, see how we play. There will be some gameplay in this rebuild just so you guys can see what it looks like actually in game. But yeah, this is what we're going to be doing in season 1. We're going to simulate. Maybe we'll be good. I mean, we have a 95 offense. I would think that we'd be pretty good. So I'll simulate to the end of season 1, and we'll take a look at the stats and all that good stuff. Hope you guys go and enjoy as well. Let me know down below if you want to see any other rebuilds in this style. Yeah, I'm going to simulate to season 1, and I'll see you guys then. Okay, so we finished up season number 1. We actually went 15-2, so maybe the USC Trojans don't need a rebuild. Or it could be that I paired the right play. Whoa, I just had a stroke there for a second. Maybe it's because I paired the right playbook with this offense. Maybe that's why. But we went 15-2. We're taking on the cheaters in the divisional round, or quote-unquote the quarterfinals of the expanded college football playoff. I guess you could think about it as that. Let's take a look at these stats. How did Caleb Williams perform? Wow, 4,200 yards, 38 touchdowns, or just 2 picks. Super efficient. for our star quarterback. Rushing-wise, Austin Jones had 1,100 yards and 10 touchdowns. We had 3 1,000-yard receivers, including 1 tight end, Lake McCree, with 14 touchdowns. Singer and Washington all produced pretty well, although Washington kind of didn't get much touchdowns, but it's okay. And then on the defensive side of things, Mason Cobb had 105 tackles, 81 for Jamil Muhammad. Eric Gentry had 79. Tackle for loss leader was Anthony Lucas with 17. Muhammad had 13, 11 for Taleni. Then the sack leader was Muhammad with 13.5. That's pretty awesome. Love to see that. We are in Detroit Lion playbook, so a lot of sack production from the boys. And then the pick leader was Christian Roland Wallace and Wright. Both had 2. A couple guys had 1. So that is what we are working with. We have the 3rd ranked offense in the league. I'd say that's pretty darn good for the boys. This is what the college football playoff looks like. You've got Miami, Colorado, Texas, and Tennessee. Oh, that's so brutal. That's so brutal. The Buckeyes fall to the cheaters. Oh, I can't believe it. They must have stole our signs or something. I can't believe it. We take them on, and then it's Washington and Oregon. Oh, that hurts the soul right there. I don't know if I can handle that. I might have to end the video there. All right. So let's see if we can beat them. Quarterfinals of the college football playoffs, and we win 24-17. We go to the semifinals against Washington and extended Penix. Can we beat them and go to the national championship game? That would be awesome. I would absolutely love it. Oh, I didn't even show you the standings. So the way they've done it is they've broken it up into a few divisions. So this is obviously the AFC North is the SEC with Florida, Alabama, Georgia, Auburn. And then the AFC South is the SEC with LSU, Tennessee, Texas A&M, Ole Miss. AFC East is the Big 12 with what the Big 12 is before the teams move: Texas, TCU, Oklahoma State, Oklahoma. And then you've got AFC West is Miami, Colorado, Florida State, Mississippi State. The AFC North is the Pac-12 with Washington, Oregon, Utah, Oregon State. And then the NFC South is the Big 10 with USC, UCLA, Wisconsin, Iowa. And then obviously the Buckeyes, cheaters, Michigan State, sexual harassers, I should say, and then Penn State. In the NFC West is the ACC, North Carolina, Clemson, Notre Dame, NC State, and that is how they've broken it up division by division. So I thought I'd show you guys that. I realized I didn't do it. But it's playoff semifinal time. I wonder if this is the Orange Bowl or if this is the Rose Bowl. I don't know what bowl got picked for it. But we win. We're headed to the national championship game in year number 1. I told you this wasn't going to be a super long rebuild. I just kind of wanted to go through some teams and go through a couple seasons and show you guys what I found. But we are going to the national championship to play Texas. A rematch? A rematch of the national championship game with Vince Young? Okay. I see how it is. Quentin Ewers has gotten the boys back, and this will be where we jump in and get some gameplay because I know you guys are curious to see what it looks like actually in game. So we will jump in here and play in the Super Bowl, or not the Super Bowl, play in the College Football National Championship, USC versus Texas. Let's get it. All right, here we are in the National Championship. You can see that some things have been modded and changed. Other things have not, obviously. There is the National Championship logo in the center of the field, but a lot of other things have not been changed. And I did do a little bit of testing to see if the game was actually going to look good in the like off camera and stuff. And I was playing as the Buckeyes, and the field looked like the Ohio State field. It looked like the shoe. There was the end zones were painted with Buckeyes and Ohio State and stuff. So that was a nice little touch. I don't know if that's like, I only played one game in their stadium. I don't know if that's how it was in the rest of the teams around the league and stuff, but that is one thing I thought I'd mention, is that the stadiums looked pretty good. At least the Buckeye Stadium did. And there is the college football ball is in the game, the one with the stripes and stuff. So it's pretty good. It looks pretty good. Get a little bit of gameplay in here because we also have to win a national championship. And I am going to be on the run, but I should have my main man there. Caleb Williams can deliver the ball, and he can't do it. It was a little bit off target. That's okay. But we're going to go for this. It's the Super Bowl, and we're in the fourth quarter, down by a touchdown. We got to go for this. Who do we trust? Maybe Singer? I got to go to him. Singer in the middle. He's going to hold on. What a throw. What a throw from Caleb Williams. And what an even better catch. I can't believe he caught it. I thought that was going to be a drop instantly. Oh, that's insane. What a throw. What a catch. And Jones could not break through. I thought that I had the edge, but I think I might have got shut down right before. I'm actually going to roll out here. And send him upfield and throw it on the run. Caught by Singer again. He might be the greatest of all time. Oh, man. And we are still on my normal settings. We're on all Madden difficulty, simulation speed, like all that kind of stuff I changed so that it feels like a normal rebuild on PlayStation. That might be roughing the passer, but it's a touchdown if it's against Texas. If it's not against Texas, we're going to be in trouble and have to move back. But it looks like it is because they're showing the Texas defender. We baited them into it. It is going to be a roughing the passer call. Touchdown will be accepted, and USC is still in this national championship game. The extra point is up and good. It is 17-17. Let's see if the defense can hold on. It's a field goal by the Texas Longhorns, and we've got the ball back with 2:41 and 2 timeouts to try and win this ball game. Out of the backfield, Jones gets it to 3rd and 6. Okay. I might have made a little bit of a mistake there, but that's okay. I'm playing on PC, so I'm using an Xbox controller, so I'm getting used to the buttons. I'm making a little bit of mistakes there, trying to remember which buttons are which. But that's a first down. Lake McRae with a big one. Continuing his hot season into the playoffs here. And I am going to set my feet, actually, and fire a beautiful ball. Taj Washington off his hands. Oh, I should have went a different one. Catalan makes a great play. I should have went with possession catch or aggressive catch on that. I feel like if I did that, he would have held on. That's a little bit upsetting, but that one is going to be to Williams. Williams fights forward. It's 3rd and 1. I thought they were going to give me the first down there. They don't end up giving me it. And we've got ourselves a situation. Caleb Williams, good ball to Singer, and he gets out of bounds. 1:29 to go. Remember, we're not trying to go for a field goal here. We're going to be trying to get a touchdown to win this game and win the national championship. And there is press coverage on that left side, but the safety does go over to help. I'm actually going to go out of the backfield here. It's held on by Jones. I'll take that, I guess. 1 minute to go. Get that ball away, Caleb. Yikes. I had nowhere to go. They sealed the edges really quickly. I think we might be in field goal range if worse comes to worse. We can tie the game up. Yeah, we're in field goal range probably. I would prefer to get a little bit closer for the boy. Caleb's got to run, but I have a man open! And it's going to be incomplete. It was a tough angle to hit. They want us to actually go for this. What is the field goal range? I thought we were in it. Special teams. It's a 54-yarder. They don't think Dennis Litch can hit it. I mean, we have a timeout. I'm going to set up in field goal territory. Or field goal formation. It looks like he can hit it. I'm going to try it to tie this game up and we can go into overtime. Power. Good enough accuracy. Dennis Lynch is going to miss the extra point or the field goal, and we are going to lose the national championship in season 1. It's a little bit upsetting. I don't think it had the distance. It would have been very close if it had the distance. If it didn't have the distance. And there it is. They have won the national championship. Congratulations to Texas. I guess they are officially back. Quinn Ewers defeats Caleb Williams. That's season 1. Now we get to go through an off season here. I have no idea how this is going to go. I don't know who's going to be in the transfer portal, which I mean free agency. It'll be interesting to see. Maybe next year we'll get back to the national championship game and actually win it. Well, let's go into the off season. Bring in some new recruits. So Quinn Ewers is the national championship MVP. You've got Michael Penix winning the MVP of the league. Okay. Very interesting. Anthony Hill and Caleb Brown are your freshmen of the year, I guess you could say. Congratulations to Texas. They played well. They really, really played well. But now we get into the fun stuff. Now we get into the fun stuff. So players that are ready to negotiate, remember there's no money, there's no salary cap, so I can extend whoever I want to extend. And we're just going to throw in some big money to get these guys to come back. He's coming back. I would prefer to bring back my entire team. Because, I mean, we made it to the Super Bowl, so why why would I change things up? But I do want to add some different players. I want to add Travis Hunter and Marvin Harrison Jr. if I can. Just because I think that'd be fun. So don't be worried about the money that I'm throwing at all these people. It doesn't matter. It's just to get these guys back because they're not supposed to leave just yet. So let's just throw in some random offers here, and hopefully they all accept. How many people do we have left? We got 3 people left. Let's just give some people some money or a nice firm handshake if the NCAA is watching. And then we'll offer this guy, and he should accept that. Okay, perfect. Everybody's back that we wanted to bring back. And now we get into the fun part. We get into a little bit of the transfer portal. I don't know how this is going to go. It's going to be interesting. I don't know who's going to be here. We know that Marvin Harrison's not going to be here because he had a 2-year deal. But you've got some good players. Blake Corum is here. He wants to transfer out of the Cheaters University. Tommy Eichenberg is here. Oh, we could get real good real quickly. Cade Stover. The MVP, Michael Penix, is going to transfer out of Washington. Sam Hartman is here. We don't need a quarterback, but there's some good ones here. I probably want to bring in Blake Corum. That would really help us out. Get him away from those cheaters. There's some decent receivers in here. Nobody like Marvin or anything. That's okay, though. And you can notice some of the guys are developing. They're getting superstar development and stuff, or star development, all that good stuff. There's some really good players in this free agency, so this is pretty fun, or this transfer portal. A lot of guys are unhappy with their teams. I think I'm going to offer Tommy Eichenberg a contract, or I'm going to persuade him to transfer out of Ohio State to USC. And we're also going to go and persuade Blake Corum to transfer out of the Cheater University. Oh, I only have 1 active negotiation? Oh, that sucks. I thought that I made it normal. Hold on. Let me go see if I can adjust that to make it have regular negotiations. As you can see, everything is normally what I use in my normal rebuilds. Where is salary negotiation cap? Is there a cap on that? Where would it be at? I'm not sure where it would be at. I changed it on a recent rebuild, but now I can't remember where it's at. Okay, so I guess it's not in that one. Is it in something else, maybe? It's not in gameplay sliders or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know where it would be at. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll offer Tommy Eichenberg, and he has not accepted a contract, I guess. Still hasn't accepted. Come on, Tommy. Just accept my contract. I am controlling everybody, but I thought that I had it on auto. I'll get this all sorted out for future rebuilds when we do more stuff like this, but this was just like a test run kind of thing, and it looks like I don't have anybody else offering people's contracts, so I might have to go in and... Tommy still hasn't accepted yet. I might have to go in and change that so everybody can offer, so that when I'm not using them, everybody else can offer. We'll simulate a day, or simulate a week, and see if it upgrades. I did notice that, you can't see this, but I did notice I just got a trophy upgrade, or a trophy thing, so Tommy Eichenberg must have accepted. And since I kind of have an unfair advantage here, because nobody else is offering anybody contracts, I won't go and offer like everybody a contract. I will go and offer Blake Corum, because that's what I was going to do anyway. So I will offer Blake a contract. He should accept that just straight up. But I'm not going to go crazy in this first one. Actually, I might, because this one isn't technically like a real one. This is just kind of like a test drive to see how this mode would work, see if it would crash or anything. It looks like we didn't get him just yet. Blake didn't sign yet, or did he? Oh, he signed. Okay, Blake Corum has signed with us. He's transferred away from the Cheater University, and so is Tommy Eichenberg from Ohio State. And if there's going to be one more guy that I would want, it would be left guard Cooper Beebe. That's the only other guy that I want to bring into this team, and when we simulate, he should accept, and that'll be all good to go. That'll be all good to go. Okay, so I don't know how the draft is gonna go. Like I said, it's gonna be a little. I didn't do any scouting or anything like that. I guess we could cut one player if we need to. Who's like the worst player on the team? It is Stanley Tuafoe. I apologize, but you're gonna get cut because we needed to cut somebody. So did that even work? Did it cut him? No, it didn't even cut him. Who? What did it say? I thought it cut him. Cut one player. You cannot release. Oh, so can I not cut him? Oh, it's my cut limit for the week. Oh, or whatever. Maybe it's a little glitchy. You can see it's a little glitchy because this isn't supposed to be like the real mode and stuff. But Eichenberg and Corum have upgrades, so that's nice. We got a huge upgrade on the offensive line, a huge upgrade at running back, and a huge upgrade at middle linebacker. So that's going to help us out. And obviously, we're not going to be drafting very high in this. So in this recruitment. So let's go and see. It is going to skip all the way. Oh, it's right. Wait, did we trade our pick? No, we didn't trade our picks. What? I don't. Oh, it's just simulating everything. Okay, fine. I wasn't gonna draft anybody anyway. Like I said, this is just a test run. I have no idea what's happening. I'll start to learn more about it as we move forward. They drafted a 74 over to 374s. Okay, I guess that's pretty good. How was this class in general? Was it good? There's an 80 overall tight end. Okay, so the recruiting class looks pretty good. The recruiting class looks pretty darn good, but obviously they're not going to matter too much. Let's head to Season 2. Did Caleb Williams get an upgrade? I hope so. Did he go up to, like, a development trade or something? I hope he did. He is up to star. So we've got, let's go and generate our best lineup. We've got Blake Corum. We've got Caleb Williams. BB's now at left guard. The offensive line looks unbelievable. And then on defense, we had Tommy Eichenberg in there. Oh, yeah, this team's good. This team's a lot better. We filled some holes that we had for the season. I'm going to simulate to the end of Season 2. I'm expecting this to be right around 15-2 again. I mean, we got better, so why couldn't we be up there? I'll see you guys at the end, and we'll catch back up. We have made it to the end of year number 2, and we didn't do as good as we did in year 1. We finished 12-5 this year, still taking on the cheaters. I'm kind of shocked that we didn't do as well because we added in some really good talent. But Caleb Williams' numbers, at least his yards dropped a little bit. His interceptions went up. His touchdowns went up as well, though. Very interesting. Corum dominated. Then Dorian Singer had a good year. Everybody else did okay. I mean, McCray came in with 12 touchdowns. That's pretty solid. On the defensive side of things, Tommy Eichenberg led in tackles. No surprise there. That's why we brought him in. Tackle for loss leader was Muhammad and Lucas with 14. Sack leader was 18.5. Anthony Lucas, 18.5 sacks. That's crazy. Interception leader, a few guys had 3. A couple guys had 2. 1, we had the 4th best offense in the league. Let's see if we can beat the cheaters again. This time in the, what would this be? This would be like home site playoffs to start it out. And we do beat them for the 2nd year in a row. Now we go to the quarterfinals of the college football playoffs against Utah of all teams. Okay, looks like Ryan Day and the boys have got him there. And we win 14-13, so we're back in the semifinals to take on division rivals Wisconsin. They went 15-2, so they had the year that we had. And they signed Eric Gilbert, actually. So good for them. Good for them. This is going to be a tough matchup. Absolute tough matchup. And you know, it might be worth jumping in. You know what? It's the college football semifinals. Let's jump in and help the team, or try to help the team win the game. This also allows us to see the stadiums for the first time, and it kind of looks like Camp Randall a little bit if you squint. I mean, the Big Ten logos are on the field, and you've got the end zones painted. So, I mean, it looks pretty good. Honestly, they did a really good job. And we are dominating here, 35-21, and I might just jump in here to get a little bit of action with, like, Blake Corum or something. I'm going to bounce this to the opposite side. Is that Blake out there? Yeah, it doesn't have his number because he got changed to a different team, but he is, he's got 96 yards, basically. That's pretty good. Pretty darn good. I want to just, like, lob one to somebody because we didn't really get to use that a lot. Oh, that's not the lob I meant. I think he caught it, but it's going to be 4th down anyway. No surprise there. Let's just, let's get out of this game. And 28-35, we come away with the win. Absolutely awesome. We are headed back to the national championship for the second straight year. Are we going to be playing the Texas Longhorns? That's going to be a big question. Did they make it again? Are they as good? I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out. Corey Foreman gets an upgrade. Good for him. We got to get our redemption. Get back to the Super Bowl. National championship game. All right. We're taking on Florida State. So Texas got beat at some point. I don't know. Let's take a look at the bracket, though. Texas, they were the 1 seed and got upset in the quarterfinals against Oklahoma. So the Red River rivalry shows up in the postseason. Buckeyes don't even make it. That hurts my soul. Very interesting. Florida State, the 3 seed, moves all the way to the national championship. That's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to. That they make it all the way to the national championship game, and they're taking on us. Very interesting. So we both had long journeys to get here. We were both wild card teams, or 12-5 teams, but we have so much better of a roster. Absolutely a better roster than the Florida State Seminoles do. Let's jump in and see if we can actually capture a national championship now. Jumping in the Super Bowl actually lets you see what teams have been changed. So the Florida State is actually the Chiefs. We lead 14-6. Oh, they come back with a touchdown. It's 14-13 into the second half now. 17-13. 17-20 into the fourth quarter. The boys score. You love to see it. We get the ball back, and we're driving. They used all their timeouts. Oh, I want to score here. We are at the 14-yard line. Caleb Williams on the field has a chance to win a national championship. Go quickly. That's Singer with a huge catch. I'm liking this, man. Singer is really fun. He is really, really fun. And he's a good player. He's catching all of my passes. I'm going back of the end zone. What a route from Lake McCree! But he didn't catch it. Oh, I think I might have thrown it a second too early. Just a slight miscommunication there. I might run this in with... Oh, nope, I can't run this in. I gotta panic! I was gonna run that in with Caleb Williams, but that didn't work. And they want us to kick a field goal. That's probably a smart idea. 27-20. Florida State can't do anything with it. And we can jump back in here and waste some clock and just have some fun. Hopefully not fumble the football. Blake Corum takes it. Run a little no huddle. We'll call play action. Maybe get out in some space. And heave one down the field. One-on-one. Singer! He almost caught it at the deflection. That would have been amazing. 43 seconds to go. USC is going to win the national championship. We actually kicked a field goal there. And we do it. In year 2, USC is back on top as national champions. Caleb Williams, you did it. You got a championship. Congratulations. He's not a bust. He won the national title. We're going to go one more year. We're going to go 3 years just because this is a little experiment video just to show you guys what's this all about. We're going to go one more year. And I'm only going to go one more year because I want to see if Marvin Harrison's in free agency. So I want to get him. So we are going to go one more year and see what happens. This has been pretty fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well. This has been pretty darn fun. And after this video is over and after it goes up, I will continue to try to work out some of the kinks and make it a little bit more of a smoother experience to where other teams are offering players contracts. The draft actually works. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix that, but I'll try. So stuff like that. But Caleb Williams wins national championship game MVP. Michael Penix goes back-to-back as MVP, or Heisman, I should say. So he's a 2-time Heisman winner. That's only for Archie Griffin, but it looks like Michael Penix has taken it. I guess good for him. And we move to negotiations. Is there anybody that I want? Oh, definitely Caleb Williams for sure. So we definitely got to make sure we don't lose Caleb. Otherwise, Season 3 is not going to go very well. We got Caleb Williams back. Eric Gentry. We don't really need Eric Gentry anymore, but we still want to bring him back. Kalen Bullock. Sure, I can't speak today. I don't know what it is. He's not interested in signing. Well, you're getting franchise tagged. We're only going 1 more year, so it doesn't matter. Dorian Singer, certainly want Dorian Singer. He has been so good. Oh my God, he wants to test. That's not good. Okay, we'll have to bring Dorian Singer back. There's a lot of guys that I want to bring back. I'm surprised they're not offering, or they're not accepting these contracts. They're really interested. Maybe I'm just not offering the money that they expect. There we go. You're coming back. I'm just going to go and bring back the guys that are the highest overalls. So, like Mario Williams will come back at an 86. Perfect. And then we'll just let these 84s and stuff walk. It's not a big deal. Unfortunately, we couldn't bring back Dorian Singer because I used my franchise tag already. But they're not going to offer any in free agency because I still have control of everybody because I didn't realize. And I'm not going to take the time to go and change that right now. I'll do that for the next rebuild. But here we go. Here we go. Is Marvin Harrison in free agency? Yes, he is. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Absolutely going for Marv. I wanted to trade for him, but I couldn't do it. They wouldn't let me have him even for 3 first-round picks. So we will offer him the entire moon. Kool-Aid's here as well. There's some good players. Some very, very good players in the transfer portal this year. But like I said before, we only have the 1 active negotiation. Harrison signs. I also want Kool-Aid McKinstry. We're just going to go all in. We're going to make the best team possible just because this is a little fun thing. So Kool-Aid also signed. Who else do I want? Do I want Cameron Kinchins? He's also very good. Or do I want Dorian Singer back? I'm not sure who I want back. There's some very good players here. Very, very good players. I kind of want... I don't think we need Cameron Kinchins because we have that 99 safety already. So, do I want... Fentrell Cypress was on the Florida State team that we just played. I either would want him and just make the absolute best cornerback room, or I want Dorian Singer back. I think that's what we're going to go with. And Dorian Singer did not accept, actually, right off the bat. Both Marvin and Kool-Aid accepted, but I thought that he would accept for sure. All right, so we'll get... Hopefully he signs here. He should, at least. We'll get Singer back, and then we have Marvin Harrison. We got Singer. We've got... Hardly know her, by the way. Marvin Harrison Jr.'s got an upgrade. Perfect. All right, let's go and adjust the lineup. We've got 99s across the board, as you would expect. Adjust the lineup. Marvin's here. Singer is back. Blake Corum. This offense looks legit. This offense looks legit. And then on the defense, we've got Wallace, Roland Wallace with Kool-Aid McKinstry. He has 3 upgrades, but he's a 99, so he can't upgrade anymore. We don't need Kinchins because we have Bullock. What else do we need? We don't really need anything, do we? I think we're pretty good. We're pretty solid on the offensive line. We've got 2 great receivers. Well, we got 4 great receivers. We got a good tight end. I guess if there's a higher overall middle linebacker, we could go and bring him in. But I don't know if there will be. Is there a higher overall middle linebacker? A 96 Jeremiah Trotter Jr. Let's go and offer Jeremiah Trotter Jr. There we go. He signs. Perfect. I know this is a little cheesy and stuff, but that's the point because this is just a little fun thing. I am going to offer Kinchins just because I'm going to move him to free safety, and we're going to see if that'll work. He does sign. And we're just trying to go for the best team possible. This is just a fun rebuild. Peyton Wilson. Oh, some other teams did sign. So Mississippi State and Penn State actually, they signed JTT. That's not what JTT looks like. I might have to change that. But JTT did sign, so that's good. At least other teams have a little bit of control. They can sign some players. But I don't think there's anybody else on any of these. Ooh, JC Latham for sure. Okay. I feel like I'm going grocery shopping, and I'm just like around, just picking up, ooh, I want that, and I want that, and I want that. That's what this has become. Let's go and adjust the lineup, add in all of our players, change Kinchins. So Latham now starts at left tackle. This offense line's amazing. And then on defense, Kinchins will start at strong safety. Or no, we'll have Bullock start at free safety. That's not Bullock. That's Kool-Aid McKinstry. If I can get it to the right spot. There we go. We'll change Kalen Bullock to a free safety, and then we'll be absolutely good to go. Then we can go to simulate to season number 3 and see if we can win another championship, another national championship. Beautifully done. He's a 99 still over there. Absolutely amazing. This team looks amazing. We got Jeremiah Trotter. Oh, we're looking real good. I'm super excited. We might go undefeated. We might go undefeated, especially with Marvin Harrison now. We've got Maserati Marv on the team. Let's simulate to the draft period, and we probably just honestly simulate past the draft since it simulated it the first time. I'm not sure why it did that, though. I might have to look into that, why it simulated the draft. Maybe it's not supposed to draft because we're in college, so maybe they changed something to where we're not supposed to draft. I don't know. I'm still going to experiment. Let's jump into it again, see if it... Okay, does it again. I'm not sure why it's doing that. If somebody could tell me in the comments why it's doing that, that would be very helpful. Maybe it's because I control everybody. Maybe if I give the control to the CPU like I was supposed to do this time, then maybe that would work. I'm not 100% sure. How was the recruiting class, though? 75s. Okay, the CPU drafted pretty well for us, or recruited pretty well for us, I should say. But how was the recruiting class in general? Not great. If a 79 is your highest overall, it's an okay class. It's definitely not like amazing. But now we move to season 3. This will be the final season. Like I said, it's not going to be as long as my normal rebuilds, just because I'm trying to figure things out. And I'm just showing you guys around because I'm learning too. So this is what the team will look like. Let's just generate the best lineup to make sure. This is what the team will look like headed into season 3. We've got Maserati Marv. We've got Caleb Williams. The defense looks amazing. We added in Trotter, Eisenberg last year. Kinchins is here. McKinstry, Kool-Aid McKinstry. I mean, the team just looks fantastic. We might go undefeated. We really might go undefeated. So I will see you guys at the end of season 3, and we'll figure out how good we are. Year 3 is wrapped up, and for the 3rd straight year, our first playoff matchup is against the Cheaters. Very weird. They finished 10-7. We actually were not the best team in all of college football at 15-2. Notre Dame beat us. So I don't know if Notre Dame was undefeated. So Mississippi State was undefeated, and Notre Dame went 16-1. A couple teams went 15-2, but Mississippi State went undefeated this year. That's pretty impressive. Good for them. I don't know who they brought in free agency or in the transfer portal. So Caleb Williams in year 3 has a very good season. 3,900 yards, 46 touchdowns, 3 picks. Blake Corum, unbelievable, has a really, really good year. Marv, Maserati Marv, Marvelous Marv, Marv Him Harrison, Heisman winner Harrison, whatever you want to call him, all the nicknames. He had a very good year. Dorian Singer had a good year. I'm glad we brought him back. Taj Washington had a good year, and so did McCree. Defensively, Eichenberg 95 tackles, Muhammad 76. We had tackle for loss leader was Anthony Lucas. Sack leader was Muhammad with 14. Interception leader was Kool-Aid McKinstry with 2. Very interesting. Very interesting numbers for the boys. And for the 3rd straight year, we take on the Cheaters. We will beat them 38-22 to take on Utah in the quarterfinals of the college football playoffs. They also went 15-2. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We will beat them. We go to play Wisconsin again. Wisconsin. In the college football playoff semifinals, it is 13-4 Wisconsin versus 15-2 USC with the 2-time Heisman winner, and he can't get it done. USC moves on to take on Oklahoma State, actually, is the team in the national championship against us. Very strange. 3 straight national championship appearances. Can we make it 2 championships out of the 3? Caleb Williams gets an upgrade, but he doesn't need an upgrade because he's already a 99. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. USC versus Oklahoma State. And it looks like they have Washington receiver Rome Odunze as, I think that's how I'm going to pronounce it, as their top threat on offense. Very interesting. 15-2 versus 13-4. Let's go see if we can make it 2 in a row and 2 in a row, 2 out of the last 3 national championship. This is going to be the last season, by the way. So let's go see it. It's fun that we've actually gotten to see 3 different teams make it on the other side of the bracket. so that we can get to see 3 different teams, uniforms, and all that stuff. But we are getting absolutely cooked right now. I don't know what's going on here. We finally score, but we're getting cooked. We got to turn this around. 3rd and 22. What's happening, boys? It's 3rd and 5. There we go. We tied it back up, but they go right down the field and score. I don't know what that was. They went right down the field and scored. We've got Marv out there. Is he wearing number 18? He's not. He's wearing number 81, I think he's wearing. And I'm going to take a sack because they doubled Marv. They doubled Big Marv, and I didn't expect them to. Do we think we can hit Singer? Of course we can! It's Dorian Singer down the field. Marv throws a great block, and this game is going to be tied. USC comes back with a big strike. Dorian Singer down the field. And we are going to be tied up at 28 in the national championship game. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Let's jump to the next couple plays. Can the defense hold on? They can. And we're moving the ball down the field. You love to see it. Oh, but we're shutting down. We kicked a field goal. Okay, we're back in front. But they scored a touchdown. That's not good. That's really not good. We're moving the ball down the field. 3rd and 8. We got to get on the field here. We got to help the team. It is 3rd and 8. We have all of our timeouts. The clock is dwindling. Throw it. It's going to be McCree. 4th and 1. I'm going to use a timeout just in case the clock doesn't stop. 4th and 1 with 29 seconds remaining. This is for the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. Not for the Super Bowl. This is for the national championship. It's going to be McCree again. 25 seconds. That was a risky play, too. I can't believe I actually threw that. That was a super risky play. 25 seconds. This has got to go to Marv, right? This has got to go to Marv. We brought him in for a reason. Marvelous Marvin Harrison. Touchdown USC. And we're going to win the national championship. It had to be Maserati Marv. It had to be. Caleb Williams can't believe it. It's a connection made in heaven. Marvin Harrison with the catch. Beautiful throw from Caleb. It's unbelievable. And that is an NFL-style touchdown, 2 feet in. We will kick the extra point, and it'll be 38-35. So with 21 seconds, all Oklahoma State has to do is kick a field goal to tie. They are in field goal range. Holy crap. What just happened here? Man 3 deep. I think they used their final timeout. They're going to kick a field goal. This is to tie to go to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to send Tommy Eichenberg back. It's up. It's got the distance. They kick a field goal to tie. This has been the craziest national championship game ever. I can't believe, honestly, I can't believe that. I can't believe they kicked a field goal. They got such a big chunk play there. They had such a big chunk play. Well, we got to go for gold, baby. We got to go for gold. They're sending everybody back. It's got to go to either Singer or Marv. I'm going to send it to Marvin Harrison down the field. Could not catch it. I was trying to call a pass interference or something. I didn't get lucky. Maybe we could do like a halfback screen and get a little creative here. I don't know if I'd be able to find a screen in the playbook. But that could be pretty creative. I don't think I'm going to have time to find a screen. Let's just go Hail Mary. I don't have time to do it. That would have been pretty fun, though, to throw a screen pass or something. But this has got to go to... Marv's not even out there. This has got to go to Singer or Washington, maybe. And Washington might have a step. Taj Washington! He held on, but there's no time remaining. Taj Washington beat the runner. We would have been in field goal range. That would have been the first play call. And we will go to overtime in the national title game. What a crazy game this has been. It's tails. Oklahoma State has won the toss. I don't know. This is probably still NFL rules in overtime. I don't think that they've changed this for... Actually, I don't know. This is a good experiment. This is a good experiment to see if they've changed... The mod has changed the overtime rules. I don't think that would have been a thing, but you never know. And Oklahoma State driving, 3rd and 5. They got shut down, 4th and 17. We've got the ball back. It's 2nd and 7. It's winner take all now. 3rd and 8. We got to jump in here. if we kick the field goal, it's next score wins, baby. Since Oklahoma State's had a possession. I'm rolling out to the side. They've got nobody over here. Oh, they had one guy who's kind of fast, but we got the first down. I didn't have anybody over there. We got the first down. We can run this ball with Blake Corum. Hopefully. And Blake will break a tackle. Blake Corum can't get much. I haven't been able to run the ball very well in this video, have I? In any of the games that I've jumped into. A little rollout play action. Throw the ball. Yikes. 3rd and 9. They were not fooled by that play action whatsoever. Caleb Williams luckily got it away. I mean, we can kick the field goal, so that's not a problem. Give me a corner route for Marv. It worked in regulation. Why can't it work in overtime? It's gonna work. It's Marvin again. Ball game. USC is back-to-back national champions. It's Marvin again. Who else? It had to be Maserati Marv. Big time touchdown. And the boys are back on top. This has been a super fun video. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did, because this has been real fun. The next rebuilds that we do with college teams will hopefully be a little bit more balanced, I guess you could say, because I will try to adjust. There's still not going to be any salary cap, but I still will try to adjust so that other teams are offering players. I won't have any control of any other teams. I didn't realize that I was going to have the control, so I will change that. So it will be a little bit more balanced. But this was super fun. 6 touchdowns for Caleb Williams in the national title game is insane. Absolutely insane. But we get her done. We win a second national championship in a row. 2 out of 3. Pretty darn awesome, I'd have to say. Who was MVP? I'm guessing it's Caleb Williams because he had 6 touchdowns and over 400 yards. So I would guess it'd be Caleb Williams. But we could take a nice little peek and see. Let's do that real quick. Season recap. Caleb Williams is the national championship MVP. Heisman goes to Bo Nix. Very cool. Very, very cool. And we won our 3rd national title. Our 2nd national title in our 3rd appearance. And that is going to do it for the video, for the rebuild. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. Because this is a really interesting concept that I wanted to bring to you guys. And I hope you guys did enjoy it. As before, if you want to leave your team that you want to... You've seen all the teams that I went through at the beginning. So if you want to see your team rebuilt in NCAA, then let me know down below in the comments. And I will try to do it. I'm thinking about doing a Colorado rebuild, Ohio State rebuild, a Clemson rebuild, a couple of those kind of teams that maybe need a rebuild, except for the Buckeyes. But just some fun teams to get some brand name out there. So if you have any other suggestions other than those teams that I've already mentioned, leave them down below in the comments. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.